Hey guys, it's KingBar06 here, and we're back with another video. This is different because this is a live commentary. In this video, I'm going to be doing a random challenge. I got this idea from Reagan Joodles because I watched one of her videos. She is a sister of Love to Draw Manga. I'm sure you guys have heard of her if you're into art YouTubers. So, I'm going to generate 3 emojis, and I'm either going to design a character or I'm going to create a drawing based off of those 3 emojis. It depends on what I get. So, without further ado, let's see what I get. Okay, so I have a blue square with a baby, some sort of like baby cautionary sign or something. And then a clock that's reading the time of 5:30. That's either AM or PM. And then a train. Okay, so that's interesting. So, I guess we can get straight to it. I'll see you guys in Ibis Paint, in which I'll talk about my thoughts. Okay guys, so we're back. So as you can see here, I have all my references already ready. I might put in some more when I actually get started on the drawing, but here's the concept I thought of. So right here we see the 3 emojis. The baby symbol, which I looked at the meaning of some of these. The one with the baby indicates a room, like in a public place, where you can change your baby, if you happen to have one. The clock, that's obvious, it just means the time of 5:30. And there's the train. So, the concept I came up with is a full character design. So, I'm going to make a full reference sheet of a character rather than make a drawing, because I think making a drawing with these 3 symbols would have been too simple. So I wanted to think outside of the box. So when I think of train in terms of a character, I'm thinking of a tall, bulky, kind of giant sort of dude. Think Mr. Incredible from The Incredibles. That's the kind of build, or Bartholomew Kuma from One Piece. And then I have the baby clothes here because I want to represent that part. And then I don't really have a thing for the time. I think I'm just going to wing it. So with that in mind, I'm going to get on the speed paint, and then I'm going to check in later to talk about what I've actually done. Okay, so as you guys can see here, I have my concept completely done. Similar to the Struggle Little Horn reference sheet, we have 2 full body poses and then we have 3 expressions. This is probably how I'm going to be doing my future reference sheets, rather than just 3 different views. Before I did the front view, 3/4 view, and then side view, full body. But I think this is a lot better because it combines both the full body and it shows off the expressions of the character. So I think this will do, but as far as the concept went, I had an idea in mind. So in order to incorporate the baby symbol, I decided that I wanted that to be a part of this character. I wanted him to have both a baby-like external appearance in terms of the onesie. If you guys can't tell, this is what this is. And then I also wanted to make sure through his expressions that it was kind of like a baby-like. So here, this is his angry face. I think when I do the line art, I'm going to try to exaggerate this a lot more. This is him crying. Again, probably going to try to exaggerate that. And then this is sort of his serious, sort of like focused expression. So it took me about 45 minutes to do this. From actually it took me almost an hour, because it took me 8 minutes to do a doodle of like the body structure, and then from there I just went on ahead and sketched it all out. So I'm going to do the line art, and I'll probably talk to you guys after I finish that. Alright, so I've spent about a grand total of 2 hours on the entirety of this project. I mean, part of it was getting the references, and also part of it's actually recording these sections of the video as well. So as you guys can see here, I have the entire reference sheet done. I think I'm going to add one part, because as you can see, if you look here, I have this armband. On the armband is an actual clock. It's a part of the character. Essentially, the idea is this person. So let me actually give me a moment. I'm gonna turn on the emoji. So we have the train, we have the clock, and we have the platform. I already talked about how I did the baby part in the last commentary section, so I'll talk about the other two parts. So when I thought of Train and I was thinking about designing a character, the first thing I thought is bulky, someone big and bulky and wide. So that's why this character is... I was thinking kind of like a Mr. Incredible, kind of like the Hulk, kind of like Bartholomew Kuma. Mentioned him in a separate commentary part of this video. That's where the train part comes in. Again, I could have done a very simple drawing based off these three emojis with like a train crashing into a bathroom, and then there's a clock that has the time 5:30. I could have done very simple. I didn't want to do that. I thought that would have been the easy way out. So I decided to think outside the box and think about what these can mean. So basically the clock for the armband is going to be a way for the character to go either back in time or go forward by setting the time on the clock. And when it's not when the character is not using the clock to do that, the clock just tells time like a normal clock. So that's where the clock part comes in. So I'm going to draw what the actual clock looks like. Actually, I'm not sure if I have room. I might have to make the canvas wider so that I can include that, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. So I'm going to improvise the clock, and then I'm not going to do shading for this. I'm just going to do flats for this reference sheet, and then have a thing for the colors. So I'll be back when this is completely finished, and I guess we'll talk about it then. Well, here is the final image. On the screen, you can see the full image. So, this is what we have. So the black in the front view, that's chest hair. I guess I was inspired by Shunsui Kyoraku from Bleach. I've been going through a lot of the Bleach episodes. I wouldn't necessarily call it a rewatch, even though for a lot of the episodes I do watch the majority of it. I do skip through some parts, especially the recaps. But yeah, this is my interpretation of the three emojis. If you guys want me to do a drawing with this character, or if you have a name for this character, you can let me know. So more of these types of videos will be coming in the year. If I'm correct, this should be uploaded on Wednesday. What day would it be? Wednesday the 10th. So in between my regularly scheduled Friday weekly uploads, where I just do general speed paints and have a commentary, I'm going to have these videos to mix up the content. So ideally there will be more videos coming out this year in comparison to last year, and they should be more consistent. So with that in mind, I don't really have much else to say, so I will see you guys in the next video.